Getting a job is not easy. Stop being reactive and start being proactive. Exactly what employers want to know about you.
G'day and welcome to Ask Timothy C. Today I'm going to talk about CVs. So, in my experience with CVs, again, going back to my own personal experience, I used a friend of mine's older brother's format when I first went for my career jobs. I knew he was pretty onto it guy, and so I got his CV and just copied that, and I used that for a number of years. As we all know, I did fail a few times. Who knows, it may have been the CV, but I don't think so. And then in my years, having received applications from graduates, I see a full range of formats and different ways of approaching things. You know, some people go really extreme and do things like, you know, send gifts and put big photos. The bottom line is, what that tells us is that someone's given that person advice on doing that. They haven't come out of it with on their own, come up with it on their own. Sorry, and so it tells us that there is no right way of putting a CV together. A huge problem I find with graduates is that they'll go and pay for a CV. They'll get a really professional CV done, and to them that's it. They'll get a job because they've got a CV, and when you've got a good CV, you're going to be able to get a job. That couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, you do need to have a nice CV, well put together, clear and concise, no mistakes. But you're dreaming if you think that CV is the thing that's going to get you the job. At the end of the day, when you're a graduate, you've got hundreds, if not thousands of CVs that all look very similar. So it's not the pieces of paper that are going to be, right, oh, here's a gold-plated CV, or we better put that at the top of the list. The reality is that the HR people might not look at all your CVs. So it goes back to this whole point of preparation. Now, again, I can't stress enough, you need to have a well-written, clear and concise CV. Don't do 4 or 5 pages. We want to see your work history. We want to see that you've had a job. We want to see how we get hold of you, your education, references and interests. Don't put the reference details down on individual because, I'll explain this further in the series, but you need to maybe change your CV based on what sort of jobs you're going for. The same CV may not apply to all the jobs that you're going for. Maybe you're going for a job in a completely different industry. So you need to make adjustments to that. But the number one key is, yes, you do need a well-written CV, but it absolutely, you're naive if you think that the CV is the thing that gets you the job, because it just is not.